that the eventual
Good evening,
correspondingly
ladies and
large immune
gents.
response leads to
Let's finish this
violently
game.
explosive diarrhea, resulting in the expelling
I'd little love lost for enemies of the Protectorate.
gastrointestinal tract.
But those hostages were truly helpless. We must bring that seer to justice for his deeds.
That's what you want to call it, to make yourself feel better, Arbiter. Me, I have no need to make excuses for my actions.
Such as their antibiotics, a topical cream that offers no benefit to the dying patient, except possibly smoothing away stubborn wrinkles, according to product literature. However, given the purple berry's non-zero nutritional value and low growing costs, impatient Auntie's Choice administration officials directed their labs to find ways to remove the parasite from the berry. A variety of methods were tested and found effective, but they were all time-consuming and wasteful of the edible portion of the purple berries, so these methods were deemed non-cost-effective and rejected out of hand. Eventually, the answer was found not in a lab, but in a history book. Specifically, a history text on Saltuna, a crossbreed of two different
The second noun should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. The final noun should be set to the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor Cloister complete a single rotation. Based on your astronomical observation, enter the complete code nearby.
More importantly, the text contained the solution to eradicating these parasites: freezing. The simple and obvious, yet untried, act of freezing the salmon meat killed the embedded parasites.
I don't really want to figure this out right
A quick
now.
test showed the same procedure worked on PvP eggs.
Is that supposed to be Praetor?
The remaining parasite eggs were not removed, a method that was judged too wasteful and expensive, since they increased the protein content of the berries without affecting their texture or flavor in any discernible way. The microscopic egg remains were simply too small to be seen or felt by the unaided eyes and tongues of their consumers, so Auntie's Choice administrators were satisfied with this inept solution. Purple berries are now a common nutritional and flavoring agent throughout the colony worlds. Mindless Auntie's Choice consumers especially purchase a large variety of purpleberry-themed foods and beverages, all of them mislabeled parasite-free. More accurately, the label should read live parasite-free. But in any case, Auntie's Choice once again demonstrated their contempt for their customers, for nature, and for any pretense of safety. Another reason this documentary is for our orders fabricated nutritional foodstuffs. OA Archive transcription number 3918-4 ends here.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus. Attention order acolytes, perfection now exists in sandwich
Oh, that's
form.
pretty cool.
Our scienticians have created the perfect BLT sandwich. It is balanced, layered, and tasteful. You may cease your search for complete lunchtime fulfillment, for it has arrived.
All right.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Humorous hot beverage mug text recently observed. Scienticians seek safety in numbers and in
Let's go back and see all the dead people get squished.
to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Yes. You know what? Now that they're all dead. I'm gonna solve this. Because I think it will be so fucking crazy. Like, so crazy of me to solve this problem. And just not save them. Wouldn't it? See? Now I just seem like a crazy person. I got the key. I just didn't save them.
receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify.
I'm crazy.
Make Pinnacle meal replacement bars the complete part of your daily meals and of the plan.
Oh, right.
Designed for optimal nutritional extraction, they also taste acceptable. From the
I would need a target for that.
In times of peril, remind yourself, contentment is found by accepting your role in the grand plan. Understanding your place, knowing your course, removes all worry and doubt. Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
Okay. A baseball card? That's it.
One thing that you have to know, irrationality is good for the workflow. How can that be? How can that be? Infinite, a measure of mystery, unveils the key to logic's asymmetry. How can that be? How can that be? Irrationality. One thing.
Wait, what? Why did it remove my armor upgrade again?
Is a part of our progress. How can that be?
Am I not supposed to have?
high. Another
Weird. Why does it keep removing the armor upgrade?
evokes a result, correcting the dividend. Accepting,
Don't understand.
you can plainly see a positive externality. A positive externality. A positive externality. One thing
You, already. You were supposed to take at least twice as long to deal with the hostages. Is there anything more grating than a guest who arrives earlier than expected?
If you think that's annoying, just wait until I show you my +1.
I can clearly see your other companions. Or were you referring to a firearm? Evidently, I erred in my estimations of conducting a civilized conversation with you. Hold a moment. According to the math, in no universe is it possible for you to have solved my puzzle and saved the hostages in such a short duration.
I concluded the only way to win was to play a game, and came straight here. It's a simple explanation for that. I left them to die.
Architect, preserve me. This wasn't supposed to happen. The hostages were intended to delay you, not actually die. And this, after you already slaughtered Clemens and Svoboda. Void it all. Do you even know what you've done? Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. No. No matter. Augustine already has the coordinates for the peace talks. I will simply have to deal with you before transmitting the rest of the station's security protocols.
when we first met, your eyes pierced mine like an ionic
Why are you doing all this?
The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. De Vries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
dynamics. Set my heart ablaze. It felt so hypothalamic. In our dynamic process.
What sort of realignment are you talking about?
As if you could even understand my methodology. I wager you're no more conversant in probabilistic analysis than a saprophyte. No. The nuance would only be lost on you. Expressed simply, the Order is ossified, outdated. They have lost sight of what matters. For Arcadia's sake, it is up to us to clear the field of play and begin anew. This violence, it is a means to an end. A prerequisite for peace. Heroes are often called upon to make the difficult choices others cannot, and so we have. Because we must.
Anza, did the seer here strike you as very heroic?
Not in the least, but I'd be happy to give him a martyr's death. A slow, painful, bloody death. Including disemboweling, of course.
Don't be grotesque.
You're a menace. No wonder the abbot sought to undermine your career.
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about?
The abbot's been hinting at your incompetence to anyone who will listen.
That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare.
Oh, it's true. He told me himself. No. I'll say this instead. I can't believe you didn't figure it out. And you call yourself a seer. Pathetic.
But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct.
Speech 5. Your calculations are falling apart. Stand down, or I'll have to take you apart as well.
How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What more could I have done? Where did I err?
For near present and future calculations. Fellow esteemed members of the Order of the Ascendant allocated to Golden Ridge.
Law, you're an embarrassment. No wonder you even got as far as you did.
Enough. Please. Your point has been sufficiently made, and I truly lack the capacity to debate you further. I've already sent Augustine the location of the talks, but all our communications are on this terminal. It is yours to peruse, though I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical acumen is not what I'd assumed. All I know is that I was never meant to stop you. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down and notify them of my resignation from the Order. Effective immediately. Fool I was.
Okay.
Plan's grand scheme.
So do we. Our work continues.
End message with an emphatic sign
Wait, may be.
You'll never be sad when you're absolute. That apparently was a note to self, not to be read aloud.
Further beneficial content soon follows. And now, more music to perform
Message.
calculations by.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. What is this? Have you lost sight of our mission? Our end goal? Or has your void-damned arrogance blinded you entirely? This greater tranquility substation nonsense. If all you have to show for your supposed expertise is the location of the peace talks, then I suppose we'll just have to prepare ourselves for the bloody fight ahead. It was going to be hard enough without Clemens' explosives. And now, without those codes, we'll have dragoons to contend with as well. Consider this an order to proceed with our contingency plan. I don't care what you have to do, but ensuring our survival and the success of this mission is all that matters now.
How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I?
We should get ourselves to those peace talks post-haste, Commander. Wouldn't want to miss out on any of the mayhem and carnage.
How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I? 445923078 16406286208
Agent, over here.
Aye.
It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety?
Oh, did I forget to tell you? Sir Wiley orchestrated the entire takeover.
What? No, but that can't possibly be true. Landon would never align himself against the Order? Against a friend? You must be mistaken. Or maybe his calculations led him astray. Yes, that must be what happened. Indeed, just a small error. Were you able to speak with him? Help him recover his senses?
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan.
Oh, if you by speaking with him, I meant riddle him with bullets. And yes.
The commander here is just having some fun with you. It was much, much worse. And by worse, I mean exceedingly bloody.
I require a moment.
Don't feel too bad. He called you hopeless and ineffectual.
I'm saddened he felt that way. I also can't argue he's wrong. I'm sure you also think me to blame for all of this. But you have to understand my position. How ill-equipped all in the Order are for this new world. With the schism and now the war, the Order stands alone for the first time in its storied history. We have no experience with governance. Well, myself especially.
Degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis. But
wow, all three.
Chance in that analysis.
Fine, you're the head of this monastery. Act like it, instead of relying on your subordinates.
Quite right. No time for wallowing. From this point forward, I will lead by example. Or try to. I suppose there really is no other alternative. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable as the business was. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons, but it seems you already helped yourself to it. You always do seem a step ahead of me. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
Now we come to one of the most
Not to worry, I can manage matters from here.
For initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is no.
Oh, hi.
Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation like the Sears claim?
I'm sad that the game didn't realize that I actually finished the stupid puzzle and I left the people to die. Oh, look. They have a little art about it. Oh.
Which lead to the dreaded sigma of probability distributions. By necessity,
thank you again. How can I be of service?
Based on assumed
Never mind.
of sample populations. Such a travesty. No, not a travesty, a tragedy. A horror. A horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected and
Strong enemy becomes weak 5% sooner. 30% critical hit chance against weak enemies. Eh?
feel we should talk.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
I can only hope we encounter fewer complications than we did at the monastery.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that.
The delegations brought their own security, right?
Yes, the Order will have foreseen possible threats from Auntie's Choice or even the Protectorate, but they may not anticipate an infiltrator like DeVries.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Some of the station's security automechanicals may also be operable and may attack both your team and hers, Commander.
Who needs planning when you have luck?
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms?
This fight is as much yours as mine. I'll have you.
Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Yep, everyone go their own little ways. Great.
I suppose on the plus side, DeVries didn't get what she was after. Cold comfort for those hostages, though.
May the plan favor us against long odds.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have.
Yeah, he was a mess.
I don't envy anyone in the Order's janitorial sciences. They're gonna have a hell of a time scraping him off the walls. And the floors. And the ceiling. I wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan. Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
Blowing up a giant space station does sound like my idea of a good time.
And that right there is why I run a count of all of our incendiary devices every night before lights out. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
You and Victor are very different people.
True. But DeVries is still DeVries. She's good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
You don't need the Earth Directorate to be a good person, Niles.
Maybe not. Past 10 years have more or less proven that out. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
I found this audio log addressed to you. What is that about?
Found it, huh? No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left a line about...
Reminiscing? Agent Ibarra?
Something like that. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing. Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. See if I missed anything other than her waxing about the greater good.
Hey, whatever you get alone up to in your quarter at night is your business.
I wasn't. Get your head out of the heat sink, Commander. I don't even know what I was listening for. Some hint of who she really was? Some sign that she could turn into someone who betrayed her own team? Sounds stupid said out loud.
You're processing it on your own way. I get it.
You know, I can't really remember what the others sounded like. Helen, Eric, Wade. I've tried recalling their voices, but there's just...
Bro.
Nothing.
Me neither.
Static.
They had
All
like
these years.
5 lines.
And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget.
Do you want the recording back for posterity's sake?
No. Burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. It means nothing to me now anyway. Found it, huh? No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left it lying about. I'll be sure to do that, now that I know how much you enjoy prying into other... Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing. Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. I was... Sounds stupid, setup. You know, all these years, and the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget.
We'll avenge him, Niles. I promise.
That's what I keep telling myself.
Let's just forget about the log and get back to what's important.
Yeah, that's for the best.
There you go. The dialogue's no longer there. Thank God. Okay.
Yes, dear. Anything on your mind?
May all...
Awaiting order. How may this unit assist you?
Ain't ever gonna justify the deaths of innocents. Never. I just hope you think getting to Wiley in time and stopping him from sending that intel to DeVries was worth it. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me.
You know, if you save the delegate, you're guaranteed one hell of a job recommendation.
Sure, but don't get me wrong. I ain't asking this of you for my own benefit. We got a duty to protect everyone at the peace talks. You as an Earth Directorate agent, me as a soldier. It's what we do. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Okay. We're switching. Let's get the arachnid. Oh, hi, buddy. You are so creepy. No. Don't break that down. Okay, so I don't understand why I'm dealing so much damage. This does 171 base, right? My skills, let's see, 200% damage. So that's 300%, or that's 3 times damage with 20% armor penetrated, which we don't really need to worry about. So that's 3 times damage right there. Sneak attack damage is 700. Damage resist, explosive damage, damage to auto mechanicals, damage to creatures. So creatures are not humans. They're like spiders and shit. So that means speech is what's damage to humans. So 100% damage to humans plus 200% range damage. Oh. You know what might be happening? This might be a multiplier. So this is additive. So 200% damage is like off of your base damage. And then whatever the result of that is getting 100% damage more to humans and creatures and automechanicals for like the other thing. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. So I'm actually getting like 600% damage here. Yeah, that's probably it. So I'm probably getting 6 times damage instead of only 3 times plus 104 times damage. So okay, so instead of getting only 4 times damage, I'm getting 6 times damage. That would make the base damage for this weapon around 700-800% damage, or 800 damage, 700-800 damage. Then you got to add in all the perks, which adds more damage, especially the one, I think it's the assassination one, right? That adds more. Yeah, here's more range damage, which probably stacks with the other range damage. %200% sneak attack damage, weapon range. Yeah, I'm thinking it's getting multiplied, for sure. Interesting. Interesting.
I suspect there is a rock in my boot. Thankfully, an arbiter is capable of withstanding even the most fearsome discomfort. Speak freely.
So here's what I'm going to do about this weird damage multiplier situation. I am going to turn on the cheat that normally would double my damage, but instead I'm going to turn it into a multiplier of 0.5, which would reduce all the damage by 50%.
We going to kill Hierarch Ziegler soon? My knife hand's getting itchy.
Why do you think he turned on you?
Who can say? There was no indication that I've seen. I've interacted with him on occasion. Seemed a decent, loyal sort.
Actually, you know what?
As interested as I am to hear whatever sorry explanation he has, not sure I'll be able to control my rage when I see him to ask why before I remove his spleen. Maybe I'll start with his gallbladder? No, I think it's got to be the spleen.
Okay, let's get a move on. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna turn that on after all. Because, well, I don't want to one-shot everything. Okay, there should be like...
Law, look at that rift. It's making my skin buzz even in here.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully
Cousin Ticket Engineer hasn't a guess whose ship that is.
our negotiations
DeVries is here, Commander.
With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
We can go into her ship.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? But why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Cadre, protect the console at all costs. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late.
She warned you about me and you still didn't lock the door? You must have a death wish.
What? No, I don't. Or maybe I do, if that's what it'll take to stop you. I won't underestimate you like those folk at the monastery did. I'll be vindicated in the end.
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths by Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
Sir Wiley says such a much, but when I show him the errors in his thinking, he stood down.
That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast.
Wiley also thought he could predict the future. You think your plans will hold up better?
No, I mean, yes. Stop attempting to scramble my thoughts. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself.
DeVries has played you for a fool. Lay down your weapons and go. Last chance.
And if we do as you ask, where will we go? Are we to return to Golden Ridge in shame? As cowards?
There's no shame in finding new purpose. It's the way of things.
That's a rather unique theory. Mayhaps I could investigate further, determine if it has merit. Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
Oh. Or the other way.
Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame it's all going to scrap now. I'm gonna keep using this weapon until
It seems your sovereign is regarded as being.
We need to find us a fuse to get this old thing operational again.
until it's maxed out on level.
He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes. Landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Dangerously curious. Your curiosity often gets, but when hacking into terminals, bypass shunt requires to hack experience from hacking.
Matter at hand.
Okay. That's very worthless for me right now because I'm max level, but you know, whatever.
Well, those mechs gave us a few less agents to worry about.
Junior Exemplar Daniels, I am currently practicing logging as a mental calming routine as a measure to waylay my panic. Fact. Junior Exemplar Ivanov and I have been working to isolate a circuitry inefficiency of 0.03% in the upper reaches of Greater Tranquility Station. The two of us are predisposed to intense focus. We've worked in isolation for weeks before. The others have warned us time and time again to check in regularly for posterity. We should have listened. In our absence, the station was somehow staffed by hostile mechanicals. We managed to capture one and remove the module producing its hostility. Ivanov was supposed to test it on another unit, but I heard an explosion from where he went, and I am too frightened to go after him. I don't know what to do.
Will you stay in the vent and died? I'm confused how you died, girl.
I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. Ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicity.
On your command.
That N-ray is so ridiculous. Even if I half that damage, it was still insta-kill people. I wish the game just let me reset my perks and skills. I want to see what perk causes that N-ray to do so much damage. I wonder if there's a mod out that lets me do that.
Unexpected sight.
See, I'm only doing 1,000 damage, so I am doing the right amount of damage to auto mechanicals. It's just that
Discuss your efforts on Paradise Island.
the N-ray damage is what's doing so much.
Suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Who needs TTD?
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Countless, brutal murders at the hands of a seer, was it? How was he not stopped?
The carnage was counted and thoroughly documented, I assure you.
Look, I went and explored everything, so...
promptly dealt his own end. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow ravage on our watch. That any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago.
According to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other to directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it.
Okay.